The winners of the 2017 Pulitzer Prizes will be announced today at Columbia University in New York. Photographer Carol Guzy is the only person to have received 4 of the prestigious awards for journalism. She has traveled the globe, always seeing light during the darkest tragedies. Some of her Pulitzer Prize-winning photographs have become iconic. Jan Crawford is at the Newseum in Washington, D.C., where she spoke to Guzy. Jan, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie. You know, Carol Guzy's photographs are on display here at the Newseum, along with every other award-winning Pulitzer Prize photograph. Now, when she was growing up, Guzy says she had no idea what a photojournalist was. She was looking for a stable career, so she studied to be a nurse. But a friend gave her a camera, and she found her calling. When a Colombian volcano erupted in 1985 and killed more than 20,000, Carol Guzy's images of the tragedy won her and her Miami Herald colleague their first Pulitzer Prize for spot news photography. Nearly 10 years later, when U.S. troops entered the impoverished island nation of Haiti, Guzy's images for the Washington Post again brought the faraway conflict to people back home, earning her a second Pulitzer.
I don't believe the Pulitzers belong to us. I think we just accept them for the people that are in our stories. They're the courageous ones, and they're the ones who've opened up their lives so that we could take those pictures and tell their stories.
To capture those powerful moments, Guzy tries to connect with the people in her photographs, to imagine their suffering.
You see things that other people may not.
I definitely have an overdose of empathy. I think that's probably the key word to make compelling images.
In 1999, when tens of thousands of ethnic Albanians fled violence in Kosovo, Guzy traveled to the border, capturing images of hope and heartache that earned her and her team a third Pulitzer. But the experience brought her to an emotional breaking point.
I felt so guilty that I'd be able to get on a plane and leave a lot of these places, and
the suffering stayed behind.
The people were stuck in their reality long after the headlines were gone. But I think you learn to cope by realizing it is a mission. It's not just a job.
After a leave of absence, Guzy returned to the Post and again began traveling the world, covering humanitarian conflicts from India to Ethiopia, making friends along the way. A photo story on child amputees from Sierra Leone resulted in a number of adoptions, including a young girl named Mamuna, who became Guzy's goddaughter. But again and again, she returned to Haiti. And when the country was ravaged by an earthquake in 2010, it shook Guzy to her core.
I love the people and I love the spirit, and it was like my second home almost. So when the earthquake happened, that just about destroyed me.
Her coverage of the recovery effort earned Guzy and her colleagues an historic 4th Pulitzer. Guzy's pictures now hang alongside hundreds of other Pulitzer Prize-winning photographs at the Newseum, a testament to the power of images to change history. Like Kevin Carter's 1993 picture of a starving Sudanese girl, or William Beall's 1957 picture of a policeman talking with a young boy.
This is only, the tip of the iceberg when you think of all the images that have been made.
Guzy's photographs often show hope even in the darkest of circumstances. It's what she searches for when she arrives in a place like Haiti.
Like this poor little girl and 300,000 other people, they were gone in a whisper. Or worse, buried under, layers of concrete, and died days later, weeks later even.
When you see that, how do you just keep moving to take those photographs?
I tend to always look for those moments of hope too, because I think we need balance. We need to show people not only the problems, but sometimes the solution too. And it saves my faith in humanity for sure.
And in that way, these photos can affect change. To a journalist like Guzy, that's the real reward.
For me, anyway, it's always been my life and a calling of sorts to, to make people aware. And every now and then, things do change, maybe slowly and incrementally, but pictures can make a difference, I think.
Now, I asked Guzy where she displays all those Pulitzers that she's won. Is it in her office or on the mantle? And she said they're in a box somewhere. I mean, she's not exactly sure where. And I just think that shows for journalists like Guzy, it's not the awards or the recognition that matter, it's the people and the stories. Alex?
Jan, thanks.
Yeah.
Just goes to show the power of the picture, brings to life the stories of people caught in the worst circumstances.
And the question of what makes a great photographer.
Sure.
Is it the eye or how they take the picture?
Empathy is a huge part of it.